They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. And this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Cobb. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now on the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. And he's running in the open. A tremendous run. He was full 4 after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Vols are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires left. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here comes the hurry up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Got his man on the outside. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
The give to the tailback. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. The completion well past the sticks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stevens. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Caught. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Calls his own number. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Gets it out fast.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Coming after it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's loose down the left side. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It's complete. Off he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to throw. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Cobb. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
With jet sweep pass. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He finds his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Tennessee.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Rams him with the stiff arm, and now he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Pulls and fired complete. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. Clemson jumps to the line.
First and goal, Clemson.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 42. Tennessee, 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Finds the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
At the 41. And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 49, Tennessee.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls it in. It's locked.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. You get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Find some running. Four out to the 12.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Clemson set up with another first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, these DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking for a crease to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Third down coming up.
Great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll pitch it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Clemson, 63, Tennessee.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air, it's McLaughlin. And they got him for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sparked.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. 7 is the lucky and skilled.